Okay, Andy, I'm sending you the sex tape over right now.
Okay.
And here we go. This is Linkara fully exposed in degenerate sexual activity, just as I promised. Linkara sex tape, folks. There it is. It's got Linkara's in bed there.
Okay.
Hey, there's a camera over me. I don't know why there's...
Is that?
That's Lindsay Ellis. My God, it's the nostalgia chick, Lindsay Ellis, in bed with Linkara. This is scandalous as f***. Sexual degeneracy here is on full display there, bud.
Is she all naked? She naked?
Let's get ready, bros.
Hey.
Hi.
Well, I wasn't here last night.
Last night?
When you taught me that move. What was it called? It was like the Staten Island helicopter or something.
What the f is this?
Oh, well, this is the Linkara sex tape. I found it.
What the f?
I taught you that?
Yeah, don't you remember? You were the man. What was that thing you did with your mouth? Marzi, do that thing that he did. Yeah.
That Mars girl?
Wait.
Of Nick Rekieta fame? Mars girl in bed with Linkara?
Wait, is this Linkara's dream we're watching?
Oh, man, this is just Linkara's life, man. This is his sex tape, man.
Wait, what the?
Well, wasn't it something like... It started off this way
Like,
anyway.
I couldn't even see
You remember
it.
how it continued, right?
I don't know. All I could see was ecstasy.
What?
Well, you gotta admit they were at least good strawberries. Come to think of it, they're not really as good as they were last night. They have been sitting out for a while.
They have, but also there was the circumstances, you know?
How hard is Linkara, like, right
He's
now?
raw, he's diamonds.
He's the hardest man that's ever existed right now.
Wait a second, Staten Island helicopter.
They had, what was it, the thing that he did with the, it was like the Oklahoma City taco stand?
I don't know.
Oklahoma City taco stand.
Didn't we hear something about the oral...
Was Linkara raped by both these women? I just feel like Linkara was raped.
Orlando dolphin flip?
How did he do with both of us?
Ow!
Let's get that sweet 2009 audio quality going,
Ow!
boys.
Sorry, chat. That was brutal.
At the same
That
time.
was amazing.
That took,
God damn it!
that took like
I thought
5
Tibetan
licks.
monks could do that.
He's like a Hindu god or something.
Like Tibetan monks have ever done the dolphin flip.
You know Tibetan monks? That's
You are
amazing.
Did you spend time in Tibet?
A little while.
Ashton, I've been on NoFap for 5 days. What are you doing to me, bro? You're gonna make me start.
You getting
JOing?
horny on this
Oh
shit,
no,
bro?
Dudes.
Lindsay Ellis is getting
man,
that
you made it
Dr.
feel
Pepper.
Jesus Christ.
She's a real feminist there, Lindsay Ellis.
Look at her here. What? Bro.
Holy shit.
Chuck. Holy fuck. What is she doing? Jesus Christ.
Do you at least have a little something for me?
Kara's like fully erect.
Right. Yeah, right?
I would be.
We gotta give him something.
Well,
We went out.
He can't.
We
I
got
hope that
drunk.
helps you out.
Where did you pull that from? Let me get this straight. We went out, we got drunk, we came back here, and then we did the Puerto
Look at her
Rico
go on
top
that
five.
fucking can, bro. Remember, now she's an intellectual, a scholar, a media critic, and a New York Times a best-selling author, a feminist theorist.
What the?
Back in 2009, she was biting down dirty on the Dr. Pepper can for Linkara.
No?
If that means had wild, crazy sex, I think that's correct.
Oh no, he's the same. It's all your fault.
Wait a second. I don't remember any of this. I had too much to drink. We gotta do it again.
Hell no.
What?
replicated with another person. What? Not even you. If we did it again, then it would just be normal. What?
Poor Linkara. Can't remember the sex, and now they don't want to replicate it to not ruin the memory, you know?
It's over for Linkara, bros.
Linkara, bros. It's over.
What? I get proud of you, Brewskis. We can do this again. Not so much that I seem to pass out.
No, this sort of thing only happens once. They tell us of this in stories.
So as you can see, it just can't be done. It can only happen once, which is...
This is actually Kino, you know?
No, it really is. Like,
well, after watching those last two videos, this is like, you know,
this is a master class. Yeah, Scorsese.
You know, Tarantino. It's like high level director shit.
Why I hired the cameraman, you see. Come to think of it, since I already had you covered, here's a little something extra for you too, sir.
I know I'll never be pleasured again in that way.
What? I think what it comes down to is it has to be just you and me.
Lesbianism.
Can I watch?
No.
I'm sorry.
That's
it's-
exploitation.
This is actually pretty good.
Linkara's not even allowed to watch from the corner. Linkara, bros, no.
No.
And you're a feminist and it's bad.
I know.
That's exploitation and you're a feminist and that's
Damn it.
the line.
Can we?
Should we tell him it's a horrible, horrible joke and we're both horrible, horrible people?
Not right away.
You.
Give it at least.
Fucking Game Boy camera audio quality.
Game Boy Color camera.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the quality sounds like.
Yeah. That's kind of fun. You want to do it again?
I don't see why not.
Now it's mating with Mati.
Uh-huh.
What was that? I feel funny. The last thing I remember, there was some Pango Bye Bye juice. And,
That was some pretty good stuff, wasn't it?
I'm only 14. Oh my
Goes, I'm only 14. It's Mati, Andy, from Captain Planet.
Yeah, I remember that.
Power of Heart.
I remember him in a skit. I do remember him in a skit.
globe. My globe is gone. Oh, it's probably good. Gaia wouldn't approve.
That was amazing.
Oh.
That was so Kino,
There
folks.
you go.
was-
I thought it.
That was actually
There you
really
go.
Kino.
That's PPP's childhood there, you know.
That was really funny, guys.
So I've sent you this article.
The last two eps of Stranger Things are out. Season
What?
4.
Listen, if you watch Stranger Things,
No, season 4 rules, dude. It's good. It's good.
Stranger Things is a bit cringe.
Season 3 was really cringe. Anyway, okay. Holy shit, it's been a long show. We got now,
Yeah.
folks, Lindsay Ellis. If you don't remember, she used to be called the Nostalgia Chick on the website, That Guy with the Glasses, alongside with the Nostalgia Critic. She's done like movie reviews, turned feminist at one point, right? Am I right?
Well, no, I mean, she's always been a feminist, but she's a really rabid, hardcore feminist, SJW. Every single trope you could imagine, she's embraced. She canceled so many people, was a part of so many cancel culture mobs. When the mob came for her, now she's traumatized. It's evil. And we have this article, I've just sent it to you, if you can pull it up for them, and I'll just read it.
And
This is almost like a f***ing parody.
I have to,
So, here it is.
I have to take
Yeah,
ad
just
block.
pull it up. This is
Oh my god.
NBC News.
Alright.
One of the largest news sources in the country, in the world, NBC. writing about Lindsay Ellis. And listen, when you get a puff piece like this, written by NBC, you're not canceled. She has 9,000 patrons on Patreon, giving her at minimum $2 a month and upwards of $100 a month. She's making between $20,000 and $100,000 a month on Patreon.
So probably
when that happens,
45,000.
You're not canceled.
Yeah.
When you have a 1 million sub YouTube channel, you're not fucking canceled. Gorski is fucking canceled.
Yeah.
I'm fucking canceled. Holy f*** now. But this bitch is going to tell us about the trauma. Here's the headline. Former YouTuber Lindsay Ellis says she's learning to live with the trauma of being canceled. A year after leaving social media, Ellis attended VidCon, a conference for online creators and their fans, as a panelist.
Wait, so she was canceled, but she's a panelist at VidCon. Right.
Here we go.
Maybe I could be a panelist. Maybe I should call up YouTube.
This is by Calhan Rosenblatt out of Anaheim, California. By the way, this picture of her.
Oh my
if you
God.
scroll
What a
back
disaster.
up, she's put on like another 15 pounds. She's been hitting the bottle hard.
Oh.
She's been drinking herself to sleep every fucking night. She cries herself to sleep, Todd in the shadows. It's okay, honey. I'll hold your hand while you get fucked by your white boyfriend.
Wait, is he married to her?
Oh, Todd in the Shadows used to date Lindsay Ellis, but then he got buck broken and made her like personal doormat, slave, friend zone cuckold. And now she's with a white man. For a while, Lindsay wouldn't date white men, but she got married to a white man. See how it is with these people.
Yeah.
But last time Lindsay Ellis addressed her fans on YouTube was 8 months ago. Not long after that, she quit the platform and Twitter for good. Dun, dun, dun. At the time, science fiction author. What a fucking way to describe this bitch. you know that her two most recent books flopped so badly. Simon and Schuster, I believe, is the publisher.
She wrote science fiction books.
She wrote a trilogy of books. The first one did sell, but the sequel and the third book sold so poorly. The publisher took such a loss that they no longer take YouTubers on as clients.
Whoa!
They no longer take YouTubers on as clients because they're. Simon and Schuster's, I believe it was, or no, it might have been St. Martin's Press. It might have been St. Martin's Press. I'm drawing a blank on which publishing house it was. Yeah, they've stopped taking on YouTubers. But before that, YouTubers were a big part of their promotional campaigns.
Shane Dawson.
And they put a lot of money into Lindsay Ellis. Like, they invested a lot into marketing her books, and it just sold like shit. That's why they haven't put best-selling science fiction author, New York Times best-selling. It's just science fiction author. He felt like it was the right choice, perhaps the only choice, after she felt canceled. She felt canceled, okay? But she wasn't actually canceled. By the internet community she had worked so hard to build. A string of tweets she wrote had stirred backlash. It ignited doxing and death threats, all of which took a toll on her mental health. Do you know I get a doxing and a death threat every day?
Me too.
From our own fans?
Yeah.
Oh, boo-hoo, Lindsay. Oh, it was so hard making $100,000 a month. It was really hard.
It's only women who are...
Anyway, 1 year after leaving the online world behind, Ellis decided to attend the very conference that is dedicated to celebrating it, VidCon. She was among the hundreds of panelists at the Anaheim Convention Center event, which wrapped up on Saturday. There she spoke on 2 panels. Community networking, books that hook. Books that hook?
Even though she got her...
We got a whole panel. We got a whole panel of authors. We couldn't come up with anything better than books that hook? Sounds like a fucking PBS slogan from 1994.
The Scholastic, like Scholastic section, books that hook, you know?
Yes! Get the book fair. And the ghosts of pop culture, past, present, and future. NBC News was a sponsor of the event. I wonder why this article's being written. Now it's all making sense. I had a bunch of people be like, "Why are you here?" Ellis said of her presence at the conference, which she last attended in 2019. She goes, "I was grandfathered in, man." He goes, "Ellis is not the first, nor will she be the last to feel the wrath of so-called cancel culture." So-called cancel culture. However, she is among the few who publicly have returned in person to face the community that rushed to cancel them. Okay? This year's VidCon, she said in an interview on Friday, made her realize just how much trauma she was been carrying around. She's talking about like PTSD, and like she says, at times she felt triggered while wandering the convention center, running into people from her past life and remembering why she left it. Did she run into Doug Walker? Did she run into Spoonie? And he was like, "Why did you abort my children, Lindsay?" What was it? But scroll back up a little bit, Andy.
Oh, sorry.
Just really gotta. She felt triggered.
Yeah.
She had a PTSD attack. I know it's cliche to say this. We're going really back to like some 2016 SJW, Gamergate era bashing SJWs. Like, soldiers get triggered.
Yeah.
Do some mean tweets. Like, it's fucking insane.
It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Next paragraph is entitled, "I wish I had just apologized." In March 2021, Ellis came under fire after tweeting, "I think we need to come up with a name for this genre. It's basically Avatar: The Last Airbender redux. It's like half of all young adult fantasy published in the last few years anyway." Some suggested the comparison of Avatar and Raya the Last Dragon, both of which portray Asian characters, was racist. The statement was not racist. Do you know what happens when you cultivate an audience of psycho SJWs who cancel people over ever and are always offended? You get canceled for a tweet like that, you stupid bitch. Like you reap what you sow.
I swear. So I have these boxing shorts that have like, you know, Asian dragons on it and shit. And I'm just like thinking, is there gonna be someone who's like triggered going, "Oh my god, that's cultural appropriation"? Like, I don't care if anyone thinks that, obviously. But she, and none of you care, obviously. But her whole audience goes, "Oh my god, you're eating with chopsticks? Burn her at the cross!" That's what happens. That's what happens. But she's still making so much money.
And she sends a follow-up tweet.
Oh.
"I can see where if you squint, I was implying all Asian-inspired properties are the same." Poor choice of words there, Lindsay, to say squint.
Yeah.
Are you implying all Asians have slanty eyes, even though they do? Especially if you were already privy to those conversations where I had not seen them. The basic framework of The Last Airbender is becoming popular in fantasy fiction outside of Asian-inspired stuff, Ellis wrote. The use of the word squint, which has historically been used as a pejorative directed at Asian people. Okay, first of all, when has anybody called an Asian a squint?
Never.
This is not a pejorative.
I guess the goal is only have squinty eyes.
Where is the historical usage of the pejorative squint?
Never.
Anyway, 1 month after the tweets, she published a video entitled "Mask Off" to her 1.2 million subscribers. In the nearly 2-hour video, Ellis explained, textualized, and apologized for nearly every perceived infraction she had committed during the decade she had spent as a public figure online. In the video, she also shared her experience with sexual assault to get sympathy.
So last week,
This video is insane. She starts going through her Kiwi Farms thread, like listing off every single thing that Kiwi Farms says is wrong with her. And she basically admits that they're all true, but then she's like, "But this is coming from diet Nazis. It's diet Nazis who are trying to cancel me."
And she's getting blackout drunk?
She gets blackout drunk every day.
Oh, she's done, man.
What does it say there on the bottle? Whose tears?
Writer's tears.
Writer's tears. Lindsay, you are not a writer.
What is that? Is
now a good time?
Is it like hang on, let me check what booze that is. I'm actually curious. Oh, whiskey. Straight up whiskey. Okay. All right, she's pounding whiskey. Anyway.
Somebody asked in chat, why diet Nazis? They're not actually Nazis. They're just people that like to fuck with, like, for the most part. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of people of diverse political views on that website.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay? But she has to smear them on. They're all diet Nazis.
Oh,
The whole
Nazi.
reasoning is because there's no proof that they're all Nazis. If she could be like, well, but the owner of the site is adjacent to Nazis and says racist things, so therefore, all criticism of me is invalid.
So fucking sick of that fucking word Nazi. Holy shit.
Some of her detractors, the laundry list of apologies still wasn't enough. At first, fueled by anger, more like booze, she tried to push back against the attacks and criticism. Some led by a barrage of trolls. Oh. Now reflecting on the incident, Ellis said she regrets posting the mask off video in the first place. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have done it. I would have become the robot that ignores everything, apologizes for things. Wish I had just apologized. See, she's wrong. If you apologize, you're
It's done. You're done.
You always just ignore it.
Always.
No matter what, just ignore it. Don't address it. Just it.
Seriously. Some people would be mad for like a week and then you're fine. Like, who cares?
Honestly, a lot of this is just an excuse for her to collect the Patreon money without having to do anything but sit on her ass and drink.
Yeah.
She was talking about, she added, I think, to her, she's like talking about how she was reading a parenting book, so she's like trying to have a child. She's getting a bit old for that.
Yeah.
And, you know, that would also require her to quit drinking.
Yeah.
I don't think she's having a kid.
So she drinks all the time? Like, how do you know this?
She got arrested for public intoxication.
When?
Years ago. Like 5-6 years ago.
And she drinks on all her videos, right?
She drinks in all her videos. I've seen her, the video of her and what's her name, Nella, or what's her name, going to Disneyland. We could do a whole episode on Lindsay. And that's kind of what I've been prepping for this week. I've been getting excited to do a whole Nostalgia Chick episode. But she goes to Disneyland, to Disney World, to Epcot. And just the whole reason for her to go is just to get drunk. She just goes from bar to bar at Epcot and drinks from all the different countries. Just gets so shittered, like just totally. Anyway, the emotional lows of VidCon. For Ellis, the hardest part of leaving the online space was realizing how people she thought were her friends abandoned her when the tweet made her seem radioactive. Something she still struggles with today. Yeah, welcome to the internet, but welcome to being a content. People you thought were your friends turned out to be fake-ass mother. Really?
Whoa. Oh my God. Someone betrayed you because of something you said and then used your fucking fuck up to try to use it as a launch pad for their fucking, their virtue and high horse? Oh, yeah. Haven't seen that. I haven't seen that a million times.
What a poor victim you are. So much of our lives are built around social media. Whenever I posted that post, people talked about me like I was dead. It was revelatory in the worst way. Well, at VidCon, certain encounters with some attendees deeply upset her. For example, she said she ran into a person who she thought she'd made peace with, only to discover that wasn't the case. Ellis cried for hours afterward.
Holy
Imagine being that fucking mentally weak.
That's ridiculous, dude. Look,
my favorite part, though, is this next paragraph.
Right,
my favorite part is the final sentence. Here we go. She's realized, she said, that these triggers are part of the cumulative trauma she acquired existing online for years. Here's the best line. Therapy hasn't really helped. She's going to therapy and it's not helping.
No, Lindsay.
Maybe if you stop drinking.
I don't know any of her lore. I'm curious now. Chat, y'all think that's a good idea? I think it's a good, amazing idea to sort of do deep dives on other people. I want to see Lindsay Ellis get hammered. And on that note too, with her, it's like, look, I've rebuilt the bridge with a lot of people I burnt it back in the day with, right? But there's some people that like I'll never get along with. Like I tried being cool with Quartering, for example, and he's still a piece of shit. Like he's still talking shit and stuff and all this, and I'm like, all right, well, I tried. Good riddance. You know, I wish them like a Merry Christmas or something. You know, like all this, like try to be like nice, whatever. And then I see him talking smack constantly about me. He's like, oh, he was talking about Dick Masterson about the boxing. Oh, boxing is cringe. And I'm just like, I would be mad if it wasn't like a fucking fat alcoholic who cries about Disney movies and collects dolls. Like, no wonder, like, yeah, but boxing is cringe, though, right? And Dick Masterson.
I've put it up to a vote. I've put it up to a vote on, you know, whether people would want to see a Lindsay Ellis episode. It's 80-20, 80% yes, 20% no right now.
Based.
One guy says not enough content alone. There is a lot of content. I mean, it would have to be probably a shorter. It might be a rake back.
Yeah,
or something that's a bit shorter, like 2 hours. I think there's enough to do like a 2-hour show on her.
Yeah.
Especially with how we are able to stretch shit out.
Guys.
Phil's coming in light again.
No, stop it.
Phil's coming in light again.
Should
we do the Lindsay Ellis segment to try and push it to 2 Gs, Andy?
Oh my God. It's like an abortion thing.
It's her abortion documentary. Now, I just want you guys to know I will be recycling this content if I do a full episode on Lindsay. So keep that in mind as we wait out the next 60 seconds for the poll result. Folks, let me just let you know that there is a gum road. There is a habitation built by me and Warski.
It's amazing.
You can get Kino for only $10 a month.
A lot of content there. All right, let's watch this. You ready?
All right.
And Phil, awesome idea, though. A great idea. Okay, here we go. Oh.
Here we go.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. The following might be considered parts of my identity. Female, Caucasian, only child. This is a picture of my mother. This is a picture of my friends and I engaging in the shameless act of karaoke. And this is Little Marky, a plastic fetus. Aforementioned friends and I used to have a hobby where we would take Little Marky around the world and take pictures of him in front of landmarks and things. We did it as a jab at my best friend's crazy pro-life mother. But really, it was just kind of funny to make a joke of a social topic as stigmatized and hated.
It was really for you to worship killing children and make it a joke. Sick bitch. We're making fun of her pro-life mom. What's your problem? No. Bitch.
God, you're so vicious right now.
Lindsay's mom should have had an abortion. Disavow, by the way. Disavow my own statement.
So I guess this was all well and good for me, my friends, and his fundamentalist mother.
This is the story of her abortion. How she aborted Noah Antweiler's child.
This rules.
Or Spoonie would have been a father. I wonder if Spoonie Jr. would have liked his steak.
Spoonie.
Oh, we'll never know. We'll never know how. We'll never know how Spoonie Jr. would have liked his steak because Lindsay killed his child.
I was going to possibly donate to him, and he was streaming the other night, and then he said Disco Elysium sucks. Great game. No, it doesn't. Spoonie doesn't know shit about games.
This is a communist ass.
It's a great game.
Disco Elysium. Is it like, man, you can either play Disco Elysium or you could read a book, man. Let's get real.
No, it's voice acted now, actually. They updated it.
Oh.
It's a beautiful game. Beautiful game.
Shouldn't the voice acting have been in it from the beginning?
It's so good. Have you played it?
No.
You would love it. You would love it.
Oh, yeah. I bet
You actually would. You actually would. I'm telling you, you would love it. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's like, it puts you in a trance, dude. It's so good. Oh, I love it.
Puts you in a trance?
Yeah, it's so good. It's
Shit.
I hate to say this about game, but
This
it's
is like
beautiful.
This is like a take Worski Games admirer would come up with. You know?
Shut the f up. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game, dude.
It's beautiful, guys. I'm reading a book.
When you're tired, you're all mean. I'm gonna fight you.
Graphics are
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you when I see you.
These Disco Elysium graphics are brutal. Oh shit,
No,
India.
I said you fucking freak.
It's over.
I didn't say
It's
no,
over.
I didn't say anything. You're making me mad. Shut the f up. You piece of shit.
Oh shit, I know, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
But what does this passionate debate do to the men and women who end up on the wrong side of it?
We've gotten rid of,
It's not commie, you fucking idiot. Raging. Okay, you ban him. Ban him.
I can't ban him.
Ban them all.
Ooh, it's
use
a
that
commie
phrase,
hipster
the
game.
problem, the child.
Jaworski, yeah, Jub, you want to be fucking kicked, you piece of shit, huh?
But
Yeah.
then
I'm so hungry.
You're getting hangry, huh?
Okay.
Somebody send in a dono.
Okay.
Shitter, it's over.
I'm not gonna say his name. RLS.
Right.
For a number. For a certain amount of money. That equals a number.
Yeah.
Saying that bitch,
I think we catch the drift.
Yeah. This bitch looks like a sex doll. Her? Buddy, chill. I'm not getting. You know what? If you think I'm doing roids, thank you. I don't do fucking roids, and I'm jacked. Bitch.
You got Andy on
I'm
the
too
best.
hungry, dude. I'm
the
so
best
hungry,
roids.
dude.
Oh.
There's a mom and dad who are walking around, but in some respect, it's like
When I'm hungry, that's bad. You want to know why? Because now I'm losing my calorie intake. Like, that's bad for me. This is bad. I'm losing weight. That's what it means.
Just go run and get something quick.
I'm going to order a quarter pounder BLT with a double cheeseburger on the side with a large poutine and a large Coke. I'll make my calories back. Don't worry.
Drives men and women who don't know where to put this.
I'm not emotional.
I don't think that we can separate internal personal feelings.
You when you're hungry.
Ban
Andy, have
Nick
a
R.
Snickers.
Ban Nick R right now. Nick, you're done.
I think he's trolled you. I've banned him.
No, you keep putting tomatoes and going kick worse. You piece of shit.
Contest.
No, dub the nub. You're done. Bye.
Oh no, Andy, no.
What?
I love you, Ed. Never change, Andy.
Oh, beautiful.
But in general, there's this.
I just ate an entire bowl of almonds and it did nothing. Okay.
There's still almonds in there.
Widespread.
Oh, you piece
Did you
of
see
shit,
her sign?
Nick. Last name R. You piece of shit.
Ignorance that
nobody
can
I think that's
actually,
it. By the way,
correct, because
Lindsay's sign said 1 in 3 women will have an abortion. Is that fucking true? If that's true, that's fucking f***ed. And America's gone down the fucking tubes.
I hate the audience, dudes. It's done.
I hate the audience. Hate the game, brother.
This isn't Twitter, Andy. You can't block everyone.
Stop reading the chat.
Mike Axer.
Stop Andy, please. Please,
what's going on.
Liberating strife.
We're just taking turns destroying the show.
We think it must be other kinds of women, not the kind of women in our.
You beg for money. I start yelling at
He
chat.
starts yelling at chat. No, bros.
No. Honestly, I always find after the 5-hour mark, we start losing our stride.
Lives because.
Listen, it might be time.
They never shared this with us.
To do this on another show.
Yeah, we can't. Like, honestly, folks, I'm so fucking like out of it, dude. Like, let's just, you know.
Unless we get a $200 dono right now.
Spirit free, ban him. Ban based on the news.
Andy's making a list and he's checking it twice.
You can survive art like Art Light Redux with the pineapples. Andy's so mad. Shut the you. Someone said scammer. Scam? How about I ban you and then that's a scam.
Scammed. It's all
fine.
scammed.
We'll watch this
I
fucking
gotta
video.
No, we don't have to watch this shit. It's over, bro. Set the give up bell. I give
We're
up
at 1800. Okay, you know what? We'll watch the video from Relish Head that he sent earlier. How about that?
All right.
Because Ashton wants to do a full Lindsay Ellis deep dive. We're already fucking. He threw $10 to say, ask if we're gonna watch it, and you know what? Yeah, we'll check it out.